gonna upload the deck on Cardboard Live, so you guys can have the list if you need to. The stream, of course, is proudly sponsored by Cardboard Live. I need to get a little thingy. The stream is obviously sponsored by Channel Fireball as well. But yeah, Cardboard Live offered to sponsor my stream a couple months ago. So let me know if you have any recommendations or how they can make the app better or anything like that. I'm sure they welcome the feedback. Alright, I thought it was Death Shadow for a second, but I guess we're playing against the Phoenix deck. Delta Island, Serum Visions, looks like Phoenix. I think they play a few off-color fetch lands. Is White Green Elves any good nowadays? It has access to Creeping Corrosion and Rest in Peace. No clue. I feel like everything is right in the world. Gal playing Blue-Eyed Controlling Modern. I know, I missed it. I was kind of Blue-Eyed Controlling Modern for a little while. Looks like Holy Eva has all the latest technology. There could be Blue Moon as well. I think I'm just gonna fetch for Basic Island and then fetch for Basic Plains. There probably just is it Phoenix and have nothing to worry about game one, but might as well. Not exactly sure what's going on. I could be worried about Jace. I think I'm gonna click them in their draw step. Get rid of a Drake. Drake is probably one of their best cards right now. Make sure I don't get Jace if that's what they have. Honestly, it's kind of tough playing the first few early turns against Blue-Red sometimes. Arc like Phoenix. I mean, right now it's getting easier and easier because almost everyone who's playing Blue-Red is just playing the Phoenix deck, but I've definitely misplayed the early turns of a game because you don't exactly know which Blue-Red deck you're playing against. It might not seem like much, but games can be win and loss in the first 2 or 3 turns sometimes. Just because you're playing around their own cards. I guess Spire Bluff Canal kind of... I'm not sure if like a more control-edge version would have Spire Bluff Canal. Alright, we know they have double opt. Is there an argument for taking an opt here? Yeah, I think taking opt is reasonable. For sure. I was not convinced taking Phoenix was the right call. Mail the Jace and a Cryptic Command. Rest in Peace is definitely not lights out. I mean, their Phoenix is still... I still have to trade 1/1 for their Phoenix. They have Crackling Drake, Thane in the Ice. They have a few good ones. Hey, Justin. Now, this is Phoenix. We know, we saw their hand. They have 2 Phoenix in hand and stuff. I was just talking about the early turns sometimes. You're not exactly sure what's going on. I guess they either have to instant spell or they're fine trading. I just negate Manamorphose. They don't have like super exciting negate targets anyways. And if I do that, I can't opt. I can't hit my land drop for Teferi. I'm not in super of a rush. I'm not in much of a rush. This way I don't have to use Path to Exile on the Swift Spear. I could have Gut Shot, I guess. That's not bad though. I clear the board. If I draw land, I can Teferi plus. We could have Phoenix plus Bolt though. Alright, it's kind of nice though playing against Phoenix game 1 because they don't have too many tricks. The stock lists have 1 is a charm sometimes. So you know your cryptic commands are pretty safe, etc., etc. Do I have a new cam looking good? I have a better internet connection. I'm not sure when's the last time you watched the stream, but I got better internet about a month and a half ago now. Webcam's the same though. I'm playing the best deck. I'm playing KCI. Yeah, not exactly. See what you did there. All right. Are they trying to play around Mana Leak, or do they have... I'm just going to counter that. If they have land plus Phoenix, I'm going to take free and then detention here to Phoenix. Oh, thanks for the cheer, Jarvis. Man, I need to keep rating Jarvis. I get cheers out of it. Sweet. How was... Did you play that Affinity deck in the GP? The Affinity, was it good enough? The Affinity was... huh. Man, I guess I should probably keep Cryptic Command. No, maybe not. I guess I'll bottom. 11-4. Oh, Boggles, yeah. Bad beats. It kind of sucks. That's can be frustrating with Modern, you know, just the pairings lottery can be frustrating. But it's like a different kind of luck, you know. Like maybe in Standard you don't have that much luck in the pairing, but it's like just luck in different forms, but it's kind of like more frustrating, I guess, sometimes too. Alright, how much do I want to protect my my Teferi here? Do I go Teferi plus and I have path for Phoenix and hope they don't have a bolt? Or do I Detention Sphere or Swift Sphere? I'll go with the Teferi plan. I mean, it'll suck if I lose my Teferi, but it also mean they'll have like no cards in hand left, so... As it could also just play 4 spells somehow. Yes, then I can just have the Swift Spear. Hey, Spider Space, what's up, buddy? What do you think about the new Detention Sphere creature? I don't have a strong opinion. I think it's fine. Doesn't seem like a card that's great for Standard. I'm not a Humans player or a Spirits player, but it's you know, despite the fact that it's not the right creature type, it seems kind of nice that you can throw 1 or 2 in your deck. You know, I mean, the card that comes to mind is Ensnaring Bridge, right? These decks kind of just lose to Ensnaring Bridge game 1, so you know, it might be dice that you just play 1. Problem is, it's like no pressure, but it's... If you're playing Bugler or Collected Company and you see a lot of cards, and having a main deck answer to Bridge might be nice, you know. Alright, they did have the Bold, but they have 1 card in hand. I have a billion. Hold path for Crackling Drake was haste. Well, I was trying to save my Teferi. Also, yeah, I guess they do play like 1 maximized velocity. Yeah, I mean, that'd be good beats, I guess. Oh, they have it. If Tensor was a Mana Leak, I guess, yeah, if Tensor was a Mana Leak, alright. Time to get lucky. Nope. That's pretty brutal. That's kind of absurdly unlucky. Sometimes your opponent just has it all. Not a big fan of Terminus against them. I think Verdict might be better with Rest in Peace. I might want to leave some in though. I don't know, all my cards are pretty good against them. Click is kind of mediocre, but it's a cheap spell. Cheap-ish. What do you think of the blue-white list that top hated Oakland? I think it was good. There's a few things I didn't like about it, but I thought the list was solid for sure. I guess Negate is not super exciting against them. They might have Blood Moon, but Purge. What does this spell counter? Counters Lightning Bolt, counters Manamorphose. Negate counters Serum Vision, counters their own counter spells. They're gonna have like counter spells up their sideboard. Man, I still have 6 cards to board out, and I don't even have the Terminus ins. It's kind of crazy. Maybe the Tension Sphere is kind of mediocre. Let me keep it in. I like the Planeswalkers. They don't have that many counter spells. Wow, what am I gonna cut? I guess I'm just gonna cut the negates. Spell Snare maybe? Spell Snare is okay. I'll cut one Jace, but I'm not sure that's good. They have Rawls Direct post board. Yeah, some versions do. Yeah, I honestly did not severed. Maybe I only need 2 Rest in Peace in this matchup. It's good, but it's not like that amazing. Like my ways of dealing with Phoenix are kind of exiling them anyways. So you have like looting left. It's better against the version I won the GP because Ely had Pyromancer's Ascension. My teammate Ely Cassis, no big deal. Second GP win in like 6 months or something. Different formats. I was shocked when I saw he was doing well. I just assumed he was playing KCI again. I was shocked he was actually playing Phoenix. Not that it's a bad deck, but I just didn't expect that at all. Hardened Scales has more interesting games. Hardened Scales is fun deck to play. I don't know. Seems like interesting deck to play and tough deck to play. Seems like you have a lot of small decisions. Why do you play Spider Space? Spider Space casually bragging that he was sitting next to someone who top 8'd at the GP. I wonder if I punted last game. I can't imagine not choosing Path being correct to force them to have Bolt. Because I think they were down to 1 card in hand at this point. I don't know, it seems like that's kind of all pretty absurd. Alright, I don't want to get out tempo too early, so I'm going to dispel that. I don't want them to flip the things this turn and then have to kind of use Cryptic Command on my turn and tap out and then kind of all snowball out of control from there. Baneslayer is pretty amazing against them. They have Rawl as I think it was Andrew who mentioned they had Rawl in their sideboard. They don't have a ton of answers to the Angel. You're on Thalia Stompy. Sick. Which one's Thalia Stompy? Nice. Jeez. I mean, the more degen the more degen Modern gets, the better Chalice gets, right? All these decks just rely on so many 1-mana spells. Makes sense. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I could like bounce Thing in the Ice, draw a card, and play Baneslayer Angel. I'm in a reasonable spot. Seems hard for them to get Troll minus. How can they be Angel without Troll? Double Bolt. I guess they can kind of race with Thing in the Ice. But if I get enough attacks in, I make up for Turn they flip, etc. I guess I could have just bounced thing and flip and I have just bounced thing in the ice and spell snare it. Are these Eurolands? I think this is APAC, and I think this might be the French, one of the French Eurolands. Yeah. I guess my line's reasonable because they're gonna bring back Phoenix, and I get to tap Phoenix and tap their team, untap Verdict. Rest in Peace would be kind of nice. Yeah, that's also pretty good. They have 5 cards in hand. Basically, you have infinite gas, though. I think I'm going to save my spell snare for 2-mana counter spells. Drake, yeah. Drake is these. I guess I should have led with Path. This way I know what to keep with the opt. That might have been smart. I'm gonna bottom Verdict. Well, it's supposed to be some kind of bluff. Kind of play Gideon first. Oh no, I only have 7 mana. I guess if they go Rel minus, I just attack it with a Colonnade. It's nice to have Colonnades back in the deck. I played a version of Blue White yesterday with Monastery Mentor in the main deck and Mishra's Bubble or whatever, and it was super good. Alright, they have Lightning Axe. And Lightning Axe is... I forgot about Lightning Axe. That's what they do now. Lightning Axe. Triple Phoenix. Wow. I feel like my Phoenix openers have definitely been on the lucky side. And I've been doing okay with regular blue-white control. I struggle with other decks. I don't know. It just always feels a bit unreasonable, their draws. It's always... I feel like they always draw a lot of Phoenixes. They always draw unreasonable at some points more than RNG. I mean, if you have 3 Phoenix in your top 30 cards every game, that's just RNG, right? I agree the deck is strong. I'm not saying the deck sucks. I'm just saying, on top of that, I feel like Owen's been running pretty good. I'm not going to spell snare that. Hope it's not a mistake. Try to keep Path to Exile up. Could be the extra card that draws them Lightning Axe, but oh well. I wonder if they're just going to start playing 1 Beacon Bolt at some point. That'd be a cool blue-white, cool card against blue-white. I don't know how good it would be in other matchups, but 1 Beacon Bolt would be really good against me. Snare targets Manamorphose. I think most versions after Sideboard have a mix of counter spells like a Negate, a Disdainful Stroke, some 2-mana counter spells. Thing in the Ice is a target. I mean, it's not amazing, but I think it's pretty good. What's the deal here? Do they have double Bolt in hand? Do they have another Lightning Axe? That'd be pretty brutal. Why am I getting slow rolled? Oh, double Bolt. I guess I should have countered the Manamorphose. Probably drew the second Bolt. Must be nice. Game just got pretty hard. I don't understand people who say KCI is not a great Magic experience. I feel like it's not even true. I think playing against KCI is pretty fun. It's like interesting matchup, and I mean, how is it any different than playing against blue-white control and keep playing once blue-white control took over the game? I don't think that makes a ton of sense, honestly. I feel like it's almost argument in bad faith, but I don't know. Alright, I think I'll lose. I needed that dispel. Alright, GG's. I guess I should have kept in Terminus, maybe. Alright, I'm not going to drop at 0-1. I think I'm going to try and farm players in the 0-1 bracket, see if I can make it back to 4-1. Alright, that's pretty brutal, honestly, not gonna lie. They also drew the Phoenix draw and I didn't draw a Rest in Peace, which felt bad. I don't know. Felt unlucky, honestly. I think it's a good matchup for blue-white. Well played by me. It's gonna play wall, and next turn I can like Field of Runes and path my wall. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that sensor. We'll see. Rest in Peace is not even that terrible against the Tron deck. Stops Chromatic Star. It does something, but not terrible. Oh, not right now. Why am I being lazy already? What's going on here? That was bad. Should do it in their draw step. Hopefully they don't have Dismember. Not sure what the removal of choice is these days. It's kind of an interesting draw, but I think I should just gamble. Don't really want to draw Rest in Peace. Might want to draw Terminus, so how do I sequence that? What's the worst that could happen? Let's see. How much mana is Zulam already? 10? It's 10, right? Alright, let's see. But Cryptic Command, I want to cast Serum Vision, I want to cast another Serum Vision. That Terminus might come in handy. Second Plains might come in handy. Alright, bottom, top. It's kind of what I was hoping for. Do I cycle Censor here, or do I use Serum Visions? I guess I might be able to censor a spell next turn. It's kind of a wasted scry, though. Bottom, top. I guess I could cycle first. Alright, I think I just feel the rune. So obviously I think I just get the mine, right? I mean, I already got a power plant, but they had to search for mine, so... It's close. Sometimes they ulamog both your white source and you need more white mana. Relic. Let's see if I can do it again. I might be far enough ahead that getting ulamog doesn't matter that much anymore. That's kind of how the matchup works. Game 1 anyways, your goal is to try and buy enough time that even if they start casting ulamogs, you don't care that much anymore, you're far enough ahead. And I think I got there, but we'll see. I slow them down, I build up a decent board, I have a bunch of counter spells in hand. We shall see. I mean, especially if they're relating with Karn. Do I use Cryptic Command or negate? Assuming they got Ulamog, yes. I think I just use negate. Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone's pretty interesting. I'm not too sure what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna get rid of Ulamog with Jace anyways next turn. But then I countered Ulamog and they still have an Oblivion Stone. I can also not even counter. I guess I can not counter. I'm gonna counter it. Because I can just put back a Terminus on top and not even counter Ulamog. Disco hat. Orange Scissor, 16 months in a row as a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for remembering to sub every month. Appreciate it. Alright, I have mostly good cards. Yeah, I should use Negate on Karn probably first just because, you know, it's non-creature as someone mentioned in chat. But it's still like sometimes there's like mana efficiency. Sometimes you wonder if you want to draw the card right now or later. Also, Cryptic Commands has a bounce mode that you can use against Ulamog, like counter and bounce the permanent, save it. Alright, this is kind of tough. I probably do not need Basic Island. And I probably do not need Verdict. But I'm not putting Terminus back on top, but I have Path to Exile for Ulamog anyways. Because if I put back Terminus on top, it means I'm keeping one of the crappy cards. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna put back 2 bad cards. I could probably get a Colonnade attack in. That's probably me just being a bit lazy. I guess I want to keep Cryptic Mana up in case they have something that's not Ulamog. Alright, Jason Colonnade, of course. Sure. I think I want to Path now. It gives them the extra mana, but it also frees up 1 mana on my side. Alright, it's a pretty interesting draw. I guess I'll just say go and have click plus Cryptic, and then I can drop the Jace. Could be more aggressive and cast Jace and hope for the best, but I think this is better. Yeah, sure, why not? So I try to oust a bit instead of timely reinforcement. I think he just brainstorm here. Don't want to go to Fairy Plus and does have Cryptic Command Man up, and I get tried by like a Nugan. That'd be pretty unlucky, but it could happen. Alright, won game one. I don't think you're a favorite game one. I think you're a favorite overall in the match, but it's probably not game one. Yeah, this version's not especially heavy counter spell either. Alright, bye bye, rest in peace, and Stony Silence and Click. Do they still have that stupid Thraktusk Thought-Knot here plan? Should I bring in my own Eldrazi? The gate is good. Can't remember if I bring in Dispel or not. Oust is pretty medium. Spell Snare is medium. Wall of Omens is medium. Gideon I think is pretty bad on the draw. It's kind of nice against Thraktusk though. I don't like the Tension Sphere. Problem with the Tension Sphere is that even if you get something, it's like just looming there. If ever to get a Nulamug or World Breaker, it's like feels so bad. Verdict can go. Terminus. How many Terminus do I leave in? Let's take a look at the top 8 deck lists. Tron went 1 and 2 in the PTQ. Freenator's Claim, which you're probably going to bring in. Fractusk and Thought-Knots here. People like to bring in these cards even though I'm not sure they're good. I guess it's kind of a hedge against Stony Silence, and kind of same deal here. Emrakul the Promised Land is kind of scary. Maybe I do want Rest in Peace, just for Emrakul and Chromatic Star. Doesn't even sound that bad, honestly, to have one Rest in Peace in my deck. Emrakul is not the end-all be-all, but it's definitely somewhat scary. Free Nature's Claim. Could do 1 Dispel. I feel like I usually have more cards to bring in, and it's not that easy to board out cards in the matchup. Rest in Peace, what does it shut down? It's Chromatic Star. Doesn't shut down Thraktusk. Doesn't shut down much. Alright, I'll do 1 Dispel, 1 Terminus. I mean, I'll do 1 Rest in Peace. It's probably bad though. They're gonna be like, why do they have Rest in Peace in their sideboard? Worldbreaker? Yeah, I mean, I guess. All my removal spell exiled. I would have to like counter Worldbreaker. Well, this hand is good. Could definitely play Seven Visions on turn 1. Might even be better. I think I'd rather have my first couple turns mapped out. I'd rather just... Yeah, oh, that's pretty brutal. Debating whether I'm supposed to play Stony Silence. I'm a bit rusty. You just play Stony Silence and hope they don't have Karn. The only card I'm really worried about is Karn. The problem is if I don't do Stony Silence right now, and they don't have Karn, they get to like untap and cycle their artifacts. If I don't play the Stony Silence now, I'd never play it. Are they really going to go for Karn next turn though? It's kind of a tough decision. Also, they might just have like Thought-Knot Seer and see my hand. It seems kind of insane to play Stony here, but I think it's actually the right play. I'm gonna look bad if they have Karn, but I think you just have to play Stony here. It really depends on what their hand is. It could be like a disaster, it could be a great play, it could be... it's tough. I don't know, like 30% to have a card or something. Oh. Alright, I feel kind of vindicated in my choice to play Stony Silence. That's the thing, people. Honestly, I don't know. It looked bad, but I think it's the right. People are. It's like counterintuitive, but I think it's good. What are you hoping the Stony Silence does? If they just cycle some eggs, they need to time log themselves? I'm kind of getting mad, honestly. I'm going to try to explain my play as calmly as possible. So if I say go with 2 mana up, they get Tron. And if their hand is just a bunch of eggs, it's just a disaster for me. It's like game losing not to play the Stony Silence. And if they have Karn, it's game losing to play the Stony Silence. I don't know, it's just like... It's just a percentage play, I guess. I don't know how else to say it. I just feel like I have better chance of winning the game if I play Stony Silence there than if I don't. Like even after sideboard, they have what, like 12 artifacts or something. They have Walking Ballista in the deck. They have, Walking Ballista is not super relevant. I don't know. Like what if I say go and they play a Tron land and Thought Knot Seer? And then they get to see my hand and play perfectly. And then I didn't use my mana. And then the next turn I still can't play Stony Silence. And they cycle egg after egg after egg. I don't know, it's just... whatever. Just how you have to play against Tron when you play blue-white. I don't know, that's how I play. And I feel like I do okay. Like, what if I say go, and they have, like, Wormcoil Engine, and then, then I have to say go again the turn after that, and then they start cycling eggs and stuff, and digging and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have three reasonable options: negate, click, or Field of Runes. If I don't use Field of Runes, they know I have a counter spell. They just play 4 Wormcoil Engine, right? Just 2? Ballista's kind of a disaster. Giving them green is not great either. I mean, Wormcoil Engine is not the end of the world. Ballista's kind of bad for me. I do have double Cryptic Command in hand. I think I just Field of Runes. They have like Thought Knot Seer after sideboard, which makes things tricky. They have a bunch of annoying cards that I can't negate. Kind of wish this was a Disdainful Stroke. I got rid of the sideboard Disdainful Stroke. Basically, I'm just hoping they don't have Ulamog. So with Field of Runes, I just slowed them down 1 turn, and now I have Cryptic Command up, which is kind of nice. And if they try to get fancy and not do anything, I can click. The annoying part would be if they had like double Thought Knot Seer. That'd be kind of brutal. Looks like what they have. What these have one, I mean. If they're playing around Mana Leak and negate, baiting out counter spells. That's a pretty good draw. Just gonna say go again. And like negate plus click. If they play a creature, I can cryptic command. Obviously, if they have like Tron land Ulamog, it's gonna be rough, but it's not like it's unlosable. Ugin, Eugen the Spirit Dragon. Man, I guess I should click them first? No, that makes no sense. Could have clicked them in response, I guess, but I don't think there's... I guess I'd be interested in grabbing an Ancient Starings out of their hand. Nature's Claim, Warcall Engine, and Emrakul. Alright. I think I'm gonna say go one time. Seems good. Could even keep both, honestly. I mean, most of their threats, annoying threats, are creatures. Definitely keeping one, so I can path Worm Coil. And keep another one, this way I can tap out for Jace without losing. I'm gonna top both. I can always choose to opt one to the bottom, I guess. It's kind of tempting to go for Jace now that I know I have Path to Exile on top. Because it means you had like 2 draw steps to draw. I mean, I'm getting kind of close to 8 mana. Or I can go Jace plus Cryptic. I mean, there's already one Ugin gone. Emrakul would be bad, but not the end of the world. Karn I don't really care about. Jace plus on them. I mean, Jace plus on them is terrible. They have Expedition Map. I think it's a reasonable spot to go for Jace here. Alright, I think it's a good spot to go for the Throat and just play Jace. They usually board out Oblivion Stone after sideboard because of, I mean, all these cards are good. Which card could not be good? I'm not even sure I'm going to opt end of turn. I guess Flooded Strand is probably the worst card in my hand. I guess Ballista would be pretty bad. Alright, they drew Emrakul, so... it's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. I'm still in a reasonable spot. Question is, do I want that that Flooded Strand or not? Probably not. I wonder why they didn't sack end of turn for... weren't they supposed to sag end of turn for the card? Like, also you shuffle Emrakul back in that I just bottomed, and you get to get the land, the Sanctum of Ugin or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure they have a good reason. I mean, there's good reasons to keep Expedition Map in play, but seems like kind of a punt. Alright, obviously I don't want to spew my Cryptic Command. I guess they have Nature's Claim in hand. That's kind of obnoxious. I'm going to have to Cryptic Command a Nature's Claim. Jeez, they're on a roll. They drew Karn and Ulamog. No big deal. I guess they tapped out. That's nice. I get to path and they don't have to use their Nature's Claim. Or even better, I get to path and bait out the Dispel. Whether they draw another Nature's Claim. It's kind of nice to bait out the Dispel, the Nature's Claim now, and not have to worry about it. Wow, they didn't Nature's Claim their own... really? I wonder if they didn't think about it, or if they legit think that it's not a good play. It's kind of a tricky one. They could break. They could also hit like an Ulamog, like a trigger, come into play trigger, or something like I'm gonna opt first, I think. See if I draw maybe a negate or something. To fairy. Alright, does that make more likely? I think it makes it more likely for me to want to counter. Because I won't have mana for the fairy plus cryptic next turn. Yeah, Worldbreaker would be... I wouldn't be devastating because I have a lot of outs, but it would definitely be annoying. No, yeah, having a Colonnade would be... I guess they save... Yeah. To have Expedition Map for Ghost Quarter. Having Colonnade in play would be a nice insurance against some of their cards. Niter Searching? Why not earlier? They got Urza's Mine? What the hell? What is even going on? I'm just so confused. We know their last card in hand is Nature's Claim. Why would they... Did they just board out lands against me? There's no way you board out lands against the Stony Sounds deck, right? Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what just happened. That was so weird. Setting up to insulate against Field of Runes? Oh, they have so much mana, I don't care anymore. Well, hello there. Working hand in hand once again. This is actually a reasonable spot to plus, I think. Plus, have Nature's Claim in hand. Fuck that. Almost got a plus. This is not a +2 stream. If you're here to see me +2 Jace, you might be in for a little disappointment. Oh wait. Whoops. It's not even that bad, honestly, because I'm so far ahead with a Planeswalker. I'd rather make sure they don't top deck anything nasty, but yeah. That's kind of awkward. I might actually just block, so I don't have to use my path right away. Yeah. Maybe I should have plus Jace. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna block. I don't want to kill them too fast. I have 2 Planeswalker going. Alright, we dodged it. Let's see. Man, all these lands are so good. I actually want to play Colonnades. How many lands do they have? 9? Alright. I'm gonna think for a second. What could I lose to? I could lose to Emrakul, probably. Alright, I'm just gonna play that. I'm probably starting to spew here. Alright, we've got all the backup Planeswalkers. Oh my god. Forgot to Field of Runes first. Whoops. That was not great. I like how the backup team. The whole backup team is ready to jump in case anything bad happens. Alright. Did I get tracked by Emrakul somehow? Emrakul's probably kind of annoying. Wait, why are they using... Why are they not just sacking it? I'm confused. Okay. Don't lose to the clock. I'm good. I'm not gonna lose to the clock this game. Cause I think I'm gonna attack. Lol. I'm gonna attack. I'm not in a hurry here. Emerald's kind of scary. Sometimes it doesn't do it a lot. Oh, they're playing for the timeout, I guess. Hey. Sometimes I'm not about that people not conceding, but I don't know, Jace was the fairy emblem's pretty sweet. I'm gonna take my sweet time. Should I play Lyra or should I play another Jace? I'll play another Jace. Hope I kept the right one. I did. I didn't even run up our Serum Visions. Unlucky. I mean, it's not even like I literally have 2 colors I didn't play. What do they think? I'm the slowest clicker ever? Yeah, the good old debate. Who's being more BM? Opponent for not scooping or me for going for the flawless victory? I think we've concluded in the past that I was opponent for not scooping, but we might be biased. I've argued that opponent is literally rooting for us to have like an internet outage or heart attack, which is kind of BM. Still had all these. Gideon Emblem, obviously. This one I almost feel committed to go for the Jace kill. Maybe I'll go for the actual flawless victory. No permanence, no hand, no graveyard. You want to mess with me, you're going to pay the price. They've baited me. They've baited me into going for the Jace kill. And I'm gonna time out. Or, you know, I can just attack if I run out of time. Also, I'm not even making more Gideon Emblems. Cuneo would be disappointed. I don't know, I guess they're gonna have to draw their last 7 cards in hand too or something. Which is gonna take a little while. This is so absurd this is even happening. They gave up, that's right. We made them flinch first. We made them, you know, you can see they just couldn't take it anymore. They're like, all right, I don't want it that bad. Yeah, only one getting an emblem was bad. One matchup was the first match lost to. We lost to Blue Red Phoenix. We lost to a very lucky version of Blue Red Phoenix. I was a bit salty. Sometimes, I don't know why, Windows or whatever, my Google does that. I can't go full screen anymore. I wonder why. I wonder why I can't get more matches of Magic in a stream after that. Ooh, Reduke is live. Guess I just lost half my viewers. RIP. My only out is that the quality, the video quality of Reed's stream is just terrible because he's probably streaming on like an old laptop, using the webcam from the laptop. Maybe his internet's not so great, or else we're all doomed. What's the most games you've ever played in a day? I don't know. Probably a lot. Probably back in the day when I used to double queue and not be a snail. I used to do Serum Visions turn 1 in this spot before when I had Spreading Seas in my deck, because there was almost no matchup where you were like unhappy to play turn 2 Spreading Seas. This is kind of different. Especially with 4 Terminus in the deck, etc., depending on what they're playing. I know, Mike, that's my out. I'm actually streaming Blue-White Modern, the best deck, the best format. I don't know if Modern's the best format right now, but yeah. Alright. I'll play an interesting spot. Alright. It's a little, like, pretty sketchy. I'm going with my intuition here. Hoping they just have Goblin Lore turn 2. Whew. Goblin Lore is like one of their best cards. When I was playing the deck, I kind of referred to Goblin Lore as the best card in the deck, but I see these kind of dumb statements say X card is the best card in the deck. Like, I mean, I guess it can be true for some decks that would like not function without a specific card, but I don't think that's really true for that deck. Alright, so I get to go Path Dude on tap Jace, or Path Dude on tap Path again. Do I keep the Opt on top? You have to actually... It's rare that you bottom an Opt, especially in a matchup where Terminus is good. Especially with Jace in hand, where I can set up Jace, put back Terminus. I don't know, I can do some cool stuff with Opt. I'm going to want a Path, Adept. I'm going to keep both on top. I think I play Plains just in case there's some weird Burning Inquiry shenanigans and I need the second white for a second Path. They discarded 2 lootings. Alright, they didn't discard Bloodghast or Phoenix, which is what we should be worried about. Yes, Phoenix not that scary right now. They make very good use of the land, but I think it's hard to justify just taking 4 damage. You're gonna have to get rid of it anyways at some point, but basically any looting deck makes such good use of the extra land you give them. Looks like they have an Angler. Okay. Could you have Jace minus, but that line's so weak to Flamewake Phoenix. Also, just I guess it's just bad in general. I guess just saying go is the play. What's my opinion about the spoilers? I don't know. Did they spoil anything new today? I saw the blue-white split card and the red-green split card. They don't seem super impressive. They seem fine. I can take a look. Maybe I'll take a look tonight. I'll see. I think you may just break. I kind of use a Jace to brainstorm here. I mean, it's not ideal, but sometimes you just have to. So it's play Terminus for free, And then have Cryptic Command mana up. Sounds kind of good. Yeah, that was kind of perfect. That was kind of what I was hoping. I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? I'm getting a Brainstorm and saving 4 life. It's not like super raid, obviously, but it's reasonable. Angel of Grace, 5/4 Mythic, 5 Flash. Man, I always get excited when I see Flash cards. Let's see if it's better than Addison. Flying. When Angel of Grace enters the battlefield until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces to 1 instead. Alright, that's really bad, right? I mean, not really bad, but it doesn't seem that great. I don't know, maybe it's good. Exile Angel of Grace from your graveyard, your life total becomes 10. What, so you can just mill it, and then you gain a bunch of life, and they can't even do anything about it? Maybe I should just play another Jace. What do I have on top? I have another Cryptic Command. Alright, I'll just say go and... yeah, I don't know. I'll say go. See what happens, I guess. Trash threat. Oh no, it's trash. What does trash even mean? I was hoping they would go for the split card Buffoon threat. That would have been gas. You gain 2 life, draw a card, then discard a card. That game seems really good. Phoenix. I mean, I could counter it. It's not great. It's not bad though. I do have 2 Rest in Peace in my main deck too, so... I'd have an Angler. Oh, hollow one. Let's see if we can draw something sweet. Could hit a Terminus. Could also hit a Rest in Peace. I'm gonna just up now. Feels like I shouldn't be that bad of a spot, right? Feels like I was like kind of super far ahead, and somehow I'm not sure why I had to rely on the top of my deck. That's pretty safe. I'm gonna play around Phoenix and not... I don't want to go Jace minus. And that's kind of poor, given my hand. So if I draw land, I can Brainstorm and have it protected from Lightning Bolt. Kind of like it when I just call their shots. Kind of makes me look good. It's nice. Kind of makes me look like I kind of know what I'm talking about, just a bit. As opposed to when I play turn 2 Stony Silence and they just have the Karn and I lose, was negate and censor in hand. Yeah, Burp, exactly. I mean, it's just like, you know, when Tron is on the play and they have turn 3 Tron, you're usually in a bad spot no matter what, you know. I just felt like I was in less of a bad spot if I did what I did. Probably should keep the land in hand in case they cast Burning Inquiry. Or, yeah, probably not great. Ah, yes. I mean, Feel Over is nice because it's a free roll right now, but I don't know. Who cares? Oh. There are a lot of lands out. I don't know what I'm doing here. Probably should get my Jace out of bolt range at some point. Probably worth it, especially since they're playing up the top of their deck. Artemis, thanks for the follow. But brainstorming's way more fun. Getting free strip mines, fun. Also fun. Yeah, the only time I go for +2 is when I want to go for flawless victory. I know I just attacked. It's almost like I want to try to finish this leg one day or something. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I guess I'll say go. We've played against a lot of brave opponents today. Apparently it's a no scoop Tuesdays. I was not aware. Got him. Bloodghast. Get an emblem. Get a Tension Sphere. Just let them know who's the boss here. Did I not brainstorm? I think I forgot to brainstorm. Maybe I'm out of basics now. I think I have like, what, couple left? Trying to time me out. Dirty. See if I can find another colonnade. I have Gideon that can attack too. Forgot all detail. Oh, I had the mana for the second colonnade. Duh. They're definitely playing to my weaknesses by not scooping dead on board. I'm a Hollow 1 player. I try to time out my opponents. That's my game plan against blue white. Alright. Purge is good, Rest in Peace is good, Timely is good, Verdict is good, the Angels are good. 4 5s. Maybe? We'll see. What's bad? Negate is bad. Censor! I think when Terminus is a huge part of your plan, I think Censor is reasonable. Click is bad. Gideon's kind of hit or miss. The Fairy's probably not the greatest. Gearhulk. Gearhulk doesn't seem very good. Cryptic Command's also kind of clunky. This looks pretty good. I'm gonna try that. Why is it so dark? Because it's dark outside. It was when I started the stream. I literally need to close the have some kind of, I don't know how you call it, this thing that you can kind of roll down, protect you from the sun or the rain. I had that in front of my window. It was so sunny I had to use it when I started the stream, but I got it gets dark fast, honestly. Winter. Wow, look at the oust. The all-send technology. I mean, obviously he's not the only one who plays oust in blue-white, but decided to cut the Tommy from the main deck, try and oust, even though I don't. It's a bit worse when you don't have Snapcaster, but still serviceable, still decent magic card. Probably gonna want to cycle Sensor anyways. Do I want to fetch for an island? Seems fine. Fetch for basic island, just one less land in my deck. An awning, is that the name? Let's see, let's warn. Hope you didn't. Yeah, I have like a small one in front of my window. How much does it cost to get an awning? 500 to 800. Wow. Thank you. That's risky. Is Condemn better than Phoenix right now? Yeah, maybe Condemn is better. I don't know. It's close. Meddling Mage usually is usually better against humans because of Meddling Mage. I don't remember. I was also. Yeah, I'm not sure honestly. Maybe Ice is just better. Oh, maybe Condemn is just better. Term. I don't even have to sing the song anymore. It's just always there. No big deal. I usually only start singing the Terminus song when I'm desperate, so I don't want to waste my incredible luck. But I guess I'll take it. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Did they mulligan, or is it just a 2 for 1? Well, they kept 7. Just a 2 for 1 from the Terminus. Just brutal. Yeah, Ice is better against Dark Confident and Devoted Druid. It depends on the meta. Also, Ice is better against Hedron Crab, which is a terrible magic card. Should be banned. Kind of an awkward spot. I don't really want to tap out for Jace and risk them getting their Phoenix back. Hopefully they just play their, like, an Angler now. Well, I guess they can't play Hollow One. Second one? How about Snow? Could almost make an argument for let them get the Phoenix back and then path it so you get it out of the way, but that seems kind of bad. What about pathing Bloodghast? Is that any good? Wow. Man, my hand is so good. That's super brutal. Alright. Shit happens. I'm not gonna say anything because I hate when people are like, oh, Burning Quarry, blah 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 blah, turn one win the game. Oh man, I hate that. I don't know, I don't mind it. Maybe because I've played Hollow One before, so like kind of pro Hollow One in some ways. That's pretty brutal though. Do we need to turn this song? Not yet. We have a Colonnade. That's especially brutal. 3 spells in 1 land to 4 lands. I need Frank Carson on the case, but I have the feelings the odds were not in their favor. Maybe they'll play another Burning Inquiry. Nice. I'll lose Serum Visions and getting them to Trials. I mean, I already drew a card this turn because of Burning Inquiry, so it's not like I can hit Terminus anyways. Alright, 4, 6, 8. Down to 3, so Wall of Owens doesn't do that much for me. Alright, that was an impressive string of lands. Good beats. You gotta admit that was good beats. I guess I should have pathed. Moral of the story. Kind of like the way I sideboarded, I think. I don't know what triggered that, but sure, why not? I don't know why we're linking French Sailor Moon, but... Oh, we want the OG Japanese Sailor Moon song? Let's see, is it any good? Sailor Moon Japanese theme. Ah, this is terrible. No offense to Japan. The French one is way better. Sounds not very good. I don't even have a Turnus in my opening hand. But, you know, sometimes you get 6 mana. It's functional. I have the anti-nutty hollow one draw card at least. In case opponent goes crazy and has the nuts. In case opponent goes all Kai on me and has a turbo hollow one draw. Ooh! Oh, I get so excited when I see that card. Just can't help it. I'll just say go. I think saying go is correct. It's questionable. Like, if I play Serum Visions in the Goblin lore, at least I take 4, I go down to 16, and I get full value from Reinforcement. Unless I play a fetch land first. Is it the inspiration of your Terminus song from Sailor Moon? What? No, not at all. It's just like a random tune that started playing in my head. I can kind of see it, I guess. Am I gonna get wrecked here? You're gonna have like Street Race, Hollow One, bring back Phoenix. Do I counter a looting? I don't even care that much, right? They discarded a mountain. Plus it fits my timely plan. I think I just let it resolve. Maybe I'll hit a Terminus. Terminus. Card disadvantage. Yeah. Is it card disadvantage? Is it card disadvantage when Dredge casts a looting 2 Magus? Why, they discarded Angler and Bolt. Crazy. They probably do have like 16 hollow ones, honestly. Let's take it because it's timely, and they probably have a bunch of hollow ones. So if I hit Terminus of the cycle, I get more value. What if they're like play 1 and then wait 20 seconds and then play 3 more? Not censoring hollow one. I just feel like they're gonna have more than 1. I just have to read. What can I say? Dude, they discarded Angler and Lightning Bolt. Sometimes you just have the reads. Plus, all my opponents have been incredibly lucky so far this league, so you gotta factor that in. Or, you know, maybe I just forgot I could censor Hollow On. No, but honestly, I didn't forget, but I was just already the plan in my head. I was like, I'm not going to counter Hollow On. I just like, after the discard like Angler is one of the best cards they can have in this spot. Means their hand has to be absurd. I was honestly wouldn't have been surprised if they had like 3 Hollow Ones there to discard an Angler. That's pretty brutal. I mean, my hand is gas, but that timely. That hurts. That hurts real bad. At least it's less likely that they have... What's their last card in hand? Hopefully it's a land they just drew or something. Oh no, they drew the land they played. So they have another good card in hand. So another Angler, I guess. It's pretty sick. If their last card in hand is an Angler, which honestly it should almost be an Angler. What else could it be? They go Angler, bring back Phoenix. And I can like oust the Angler. And they have a pretty fast clock. I wonder what their last card is. Oh, maybe they had 4 cards, they played 2. I'm kind of confused. I am confused. What's the play here? Oust or Purge? Oust deals with Hollow On, but they have 2 gone. And it's hard for them to cast it now. Purge is instant speed. Also, Purge deals with Liliana. Alright, so I guess I should start with Serum Visions. Timing might even work was my Terminus too. When they join and recast, I guess they know about my Terminus. They're not super likely to give me a 2-for-1. Goblin Lore is what they kept. Maybe. Discarded the Bloodghast. It's not bad. Hopefully their last card in hand's not an Angler. That'd be brutal. Wow, it is. No, it's not. What is it? Not a Goblin Lore. What are the good cards I can draw right now? I can draw Jace. I kinda keep Purge up. I could draw Rest in Peace. Alright, I'll opt right now. I only have 1 card in hand, so 1-for-1 removal is not bad, honestly. But I have so many good, like every card in my deck is so good right now. I guess I'm less likely to get flooded if I keep the Path to Exile. Yeah. The reason every card is so good is because I have Colonnade in play and Terminus in hand. But I could see myself getting out-tempoed, drawing like some weird string of cards. And the other thing is, I guess I could get really lucky and get a Hollow One in place somehow, and bring back a bunch of Phoenix and attack for a lot. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I kind of want to take it, but I'm not sure that's correct. I'm not sure Purging is correct either. I think I'm just going to Purge. How many mountains gone? None. Alright, I think I can just use my Path to Exile, right? I could take 2 for sure, just take 2. Maybe they play another creature, I get to Terminus. They can't even cast any creatures in their deck right now. They even played Tap Stomping Ground before attacking. It's kind of loose. Phoenix has to attack, so I get to eat it for free. Kind of awkward. I feel like I could still lose this game somehow. No, there's no way, right? I don't know. Field Stomping Around in case he plays Trophy. I guess I should. I haven't seen anyone play Trophy in the sideboard, but I guess anyone might not be correct. That's a good point. I didn't even think about Trophy because I've never have anyone cast it against me out of that deck, but I also haven't played against that deck that much recently. I mean, you think if they had Trophy in their deck, they would maybe also keep the Stomping Ground in hand just in case, but like there's almost no reason to play Stomping Ground. You're even playing Burning Inquiry. Like hard casting Street Trace is a reason, but I have Colonnade in play, so it's Tree Trace just doesn't do that much. Let's see. I think I just cast Terminus again. I have Colonnade anyways. I want to be able to attack with Colonnade. I don't really want to trade a Colonnade for a Hollow one. Plus this is better against Liliana. Just empty my hand. Have Colonnade free to attack. Oh, I showed them the foil one, the full Terminus. Yeah, whatever. The value, we're gonna get them. Should have done in their draw step. Loose. Slow and loose. Oh, they have one in the hand? Oh no, they had one in the... Oh no, I thought I checked and they didn't have any missing. Jim Davis said Blue-White Control was too dependent about Miracling Terminus. I mean, it is, but you're also playing 4 opt, and you know you have 4 in your deck, and you see like you have Jace in your deck, so I guess he's not wrong, but also it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen a lot. Just I don't know. Bring the freaking what's it called? I forget the name. The freaking Gatewatch. The whole freaking Gatewatch to the party. Yeah. The Justice League. Clever. Never saw that before. Any more spoilers? Oh, I just found a match. That was fast. What's a Mountain Go? Some kind of prison deck? My hand's pretty good against prison. Chalice for 1. Nasty. Jeez. I hate these stupid prison decks. Flooded Strand was not a bad draw. Blood Moon, etc. I don't know if I should click them now, probably. Plains or second blue? Probably Plains. I have a lot of basic islands I can draw into. Sure. Bridge and Chandra and Scavenger Grounds. Alright, gonna get rid of the Chandra. Well, I don't want to show them my Field of Runes. Do I want to up to main phase? There's really not that much I can hit. Hopefully they play a non-basic and I can Field of Rune it and get triple blue and not have to worry too much about Blood Moon anymore. They didn't play their bridge, that's kind of interesting. Ooh, negate, what a draw. That's decent as well. I don't think I'm gonna negate the ensnaring bridge. I feel like that's too aggressive, too all-in-ish. I think he just went with Planeswalkers. That's kind of an aggro scoop. There's a lot of air in my deck, especially game 1. Even after sideboard is decent. Do I want Dispel? Probably not. Purge, yes. Looks like it's okay-ish. Timely might be okay-ish. Oh man. They should have like some kind of creatures after sideboard. But I don't want to get wrecked too bad by Chalice. So I feel like I should board out some of the 1 mana cards. Spellsnare is a tricky one. It counters Chalice, but then it's a dead draw later in the game. Tommy seems bad. It's decent against... Yeah, Tommy's pretty bad. I agree. They have Bridge. I think they leave some Bridge in after sideboard, but... I don't know what to do about their creatures. If I rely on Path or if I just rely on my sweepers. Path also helps you... Or I'm gonna board out Oust, maybe keep in couple paths. I can maybe path my wall if I draw it. Oh, Rest in Peace is bad. Spellsnare counters Ritual, yeah. So let's see. Path could be in, Verdict could be in. Gearhulk. Gearhulk doesn't sound like the worst. Yeah, Rattlemaster is a problem, I agree. I have 2 Perch, 2 Path plus Miracle Terminus. Definitely prefer Verdict to Terminus. Yeah, probably. I like Terminus because of Blood Moon. I'm running out of time too. I think it's actually pretty close between Terminus and Verdict. We'll see. Well, I play Angel of Grace in my control deck. Doesn't seem that great to me, honestly, but I could be wrong. I think I just stop Wall of Omens. What am I hoping for? It's also good if I draw Path, and it's not a 1-drop, doesn't get trigged by Chalice. Gives me a blocker if they have Eidolon. I'll just keep. Probably fetch Plains turn 1. Because they have the turn 2 Blood Moon. Buys me a tiny bit of time if they have a turn 2 Ravelmaster. What's it gonna be? Blood Moon, Chandra, Ravelmaster, Raveldad. Alright, this draw's pretty good. That's why you play that red deck for these draws. That's the kill, right? That's 10. That's pretty sick. Not having Dispel in this matchup is really big spew. Nah, Dispel's bad. Bringing Dispel against someone who has 4 Chalice of the Void sounds kind of heinous, honestly. Verdict or Terminus? Timely is kind of awkward. I mean, it buys you a bit of time, but it doesn't actually deal with the creature, with the Ravelmaster. Click is kind of questionable. It's kind of cheap interaction. Giving the extra man with Path seems kind of miserable. And Alice is bad against Chalice. I'm gonna try no paths. I don't know, I do that sometimes in some matchups. Also feel like Verdict kind of is worse than Terminus. Oh fuck. Oh well. Hopefully I at least get my game 2 configuration and not game 1. That'd be kind of rough. Just fell asleep at the wheel. I mean, this hand's not great, but at least they have a few basics, and I don't know, if they don't have a turn 2 play, I should be okay. Alright. Kind of sucks. Draw spell snare now. Oh well, I'm in pretty good shape. B. Almost feels like I should target myself because there's like so little they could have, but I think my hand's so good that I shouldn't risk it. Okay, they don't have a land. They can't cast a single card. They have all gas though. Yeah. Eidolon. Double Rebel Dead, double Planeswalker, okay. Alright, Gab, do not play your second click this time. Why not play Island there? When did I not play Island? I don't know. Does that make a difference? Jeez. Man. Field of Runes end of turn. They have Eidolon in hand. I guess I don't even care about Eidolon. You're right. I should Field of Runes. Did you have something to exile? He said he had a hand that was turn 1, it has red, and nothing else. So I think I win because I can like chump with click and then double cryptic command. He wanted to know. Alright, good games. I don't know. If you've seen me play against that deck, you know I'm not a fan. It's just all in on your opening hand. I mean, there are other decks that are kind of all in on their opening hand, but this one's like, it's not a terrible deck, but I'm not a fan. Let's leave it as I'm not a fan. Ooh, Gabby Sparks is now following. Why is Gabby Sparks only following now is my question. Maybe it's fake Gabby Sparks. Maybe it's LSV on Gabby Sparks' account. It's righting a wrong. Good guy LSV. What do I think about Revival? Good questions. Let's see. What happened? Access denied. Alright, return target creature. Card was converted mana cost feel less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Revenge. Double your life total. Target elements do this, half their life, round it up. I don't know. The whole cycle has seemed kind of underwhelming to me. What about the first cycle? The white-green saw no play pretty much. Fine Finality has been great. What's the Dimir one? The Dimir one has seen no play in standards. The Boros one, like tiny bit of play in the sideboards. And then the blue-red one. What's the blue-red one? Oh, Expansion Explosion is the blue-red one? Yeah, I guess Expansion Explosion is kind of the nuts. Alright, should I play Hallowed Fountain on tap in case I have a Terminus on top? They go like Thing in the Ice, I want to go Terminus. I'm most likely because I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just pay 2. Alright, there's second Terminus, brutal. Jace is looking mighty good though. Alright, I'm gonna top. Hopefully they just play like turn 2 Power Mancer Ascension. That would be gas. Probably playing the GP winning deck, Charlie. Thing in the Ice. Man. I was trying to set up the Terminus. Didn't quite get there. Alright, I'm gonna hope they don't have some kind of ridiculous draw. I mean, they could flip the thing in the ice, and then I lose a bunch of value not having played my Wall of Omens. But they could also somehow bring back a Phoenix or two. I'm just gonna play the Wall, though. I think playing Wall first is better. Is a charm, wow. I'm so lucky. They drew the worst card in their deck. Uh-oh, there's a Phoenix. They don't have it though. I was worried they could have like Serum Visions, Gutshot or whatever. Alright, things are looking up. Nice, they got a Jace and a fetch land. Didn't need that crap. Can probably just go Jace minus next turn. Oh, they got rid of Pyromancer Ascension. What a surprise. Jeez. Not the greatest Terminus I've ever seen. Jace minus not ideal, but I'm probably gonna die to a bolt now. What else can I do? I could play Wallow as negate up and then lose my wall. Seems kind of spewy though. Maybe it's not. I get to untap with Jace. This is just unheard of. Charlie's just the unluckiest player of our time. Kind of want Colonnade in play. I had like a million different lines I could have taken. I don't know, I don't think it matters too much. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this one's in the bag. Maybe a nice comeback. My strat of trying to farm players in the 0-1 bracket is working out nicely. This is too complicated. I'm just not gonna take too much time thinking about every decision. Oh. I need to play Wall of Omens. I'm just drunk. Nothing to see here, just drunk. Drunken Gab. Man, I kinda wanna start plussing. Just kidding. Definitely not plussing and missing a land drop. Probably has a handful of gut shots. Bolting me? Just ignoring Jace, I like it. What else am I gonna negate? That's bolt number 3. Oh, Angel of Grace. I just realized the name and Angel's Grace. Okay. Nice. I'm a fish. Alright, I still haven't figured out the optimal sideboard plan against that stupid deck. Like, the tough part is the cards are not consistently good. Like, the sweepers, sometimes they suck and sometimes they're great. And I'm not sure if how many I'm supposed to keep in. They also have Lightning Axe. I guess they're playing the Ely Cassis version, so this matchup's a bit easier. I got beaten pretty badly by the version that doesn't play Pyromancer Extension and that has one maximized velocity. I got kind of unlucky too, but yeah. The Ely Cassis version just scoops much harder to rest in peace, I think. I guess they have gut shot, so Click's probably not the greatest card ever. Getting out the Trowel is usually not great against haste creatures, but it does seem like it should be really good against Thing in the Ice. I think that's kind of what I did last time. Something along these lines. I think I just didn't have negate. My deck was a bit different last time. All of Omen's not that great. It's okay against Spell Snare, yes. Dispel. Dispel is okay. I'm not sure Dispel is much better than negate against that version. Alright, I'll do that. Hard in numbers feeling. Pretty good. Ely seems like a cool person. Yeah. I really like everyone on my new team on face-to-face games, but I really like Ely. Speaking of sponsors, any cool articles today? There have been a lot of good articles recently on Channel 5. I guess there's always good articles, especially when I write them. But I read Biomancer's Familiar, and you know, as a person who definitely thought about trying to play Training Grounds before, I read it and I was like, well, Training Grounds was never good. There was no cool combo, so Biomancer Familiar is probably not a thing, but apparently Displacer and Biomancer seems kind of unreal. I think there's some kind of infinite. Oh, he's even playing Training Grounds on top of Biomancer. So I don't know. Check out. It's not up yet, but I wrote an article about Electro Dominance. Little article, you know, like kind of short article about the new cards. L is a god, so he gets all the awesome preview cards. Am I going to be playing Blue-Red Living In on stream soon? Oh yeah. The only problem with that is that the set's going to come out and I'm going to be busy with Limited and Standard. But I think I'm going to try to work it in. I really want to try Electro Dominance, see if it's any good. I think it's going to be kind of bad or not good enough, but maybe, you know. It's definitely exciting. Alright, I don't have second white, so I don't want that. Old card advantage doesn't seem that bad, honestly. Like kind of a little flood insurance. I'll keep it. Rest in Peace is kind of lights out against the Ely Cassis version. Let's see, should I play it now? Problem is if I don't play it now, they could like bring back Phoenix next turn. I'm just gonna jam it. I think sure they could have Izzet Charm, but honestly, if you trade Rest in Peace for Izzet Charm when they're already mulligan and your hand is good anyways, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think Ely had Blood Moon in his sideboard, so you want to search for basic planes. Played against someone playing Ely's list yesterday, I think. He didn't bring Blood Moon. He also had the 2/2 haste, the Renowned guy. Something to keep in mind. Like, Renowned guy plus Lightning Bolt would be pretty good for them right now. Yeah, I guess that works too. It's not bad. Alright, let's see. I think I want to go plus on in the ice. Wait, that made no sense. Yeah, kind of makes okay sense. And then as the Phoenix in case they have the 2/2 haste. And then depending on what they do, I can shuffle the Phoenix away. I don't really want to tap out, though. I want to keep the spell up. Manamorphose, and then they're gonna draw Phoenix. I'll just counter that. Oh no, I'm playing probably pretty loose right now. Not to get to bolts. Should have gotten blue mana first. That sucks. Alright. Better lucky than good. Yeah. The real question is, did I spew Gideon or not? And the answer is probably yes. But it's too late. If I lose this game, I'll do 10 push-ups just to make sure. How did I sideboard? No terminus. Okay. What do you think about Eli's list? Oh no, it won the GP and the PTQ. That's kind of absurd. It's probably very good. It does look much weaker to blue-white than the other version, but who cares, I guess. Let's see, what do I have left? A spell snare? Do I even want to spell snare that? Maybe, maybe not. There's nothing I'm going to want to counter, I don't think so. Which PTQ? The PTQ at the GP. I guess I'm going to lose this game. I just drew all lands since my opening hand. I guess I drew the 1 detention sphere. Drew 2 lands with elimination. Didn't draw a single planeswalker. I need a Jace ASAP. It's not bad. They might have a Dispel though. Could like bounce my detention sphere. It's probably the play. Probably should have done that on my turn, actually. Explosives for 2. I mean, I kind of do care, but I also need to draw a card desperately. How many Phoenixes are gone? None. Alright, I'll see what happens. So the problem now is that if I go for the detention sphere play, they can just crack explosives because they don't care about killing their own thing in the ice anymore. Whereas if I let it stick around, but yeah, I don't know. I just have to do that right now. They might just have a counter spells anyways. I just need to draw an angel and I win. Could just have huge balls and take the Phoenix. Seems kind of not the greatest play. It's not that bad. With this spell and Cryptic Command in hand, it's unlikely that they're going to chain a bunch of spells soonish. Oh, you know what I could have done? Wow, I messed up. Wow, I should have like Cryptic Command in my detention sphere in response. Did anyone see that in chat? Yeah, I messed up. At least no one else caught it. Well, oh, you said it, Dean Jean. I was in raiding chat. You actually called it before it happened. Could have bounced Rest in Peace. Yeah, I don't think that's a good play. Alright, I'm just gonna keep countering and drawing, I guess. Just need to dig. Saws did too, everyone did. Sorry. It's like either I pay attention to chat and I play at snail space, or I kind of focus on the game and play a bit faster. Alright, that's like one of the worst spells they can draw right now. Okay, I like that. You're gonna have a counter spell. Alright, Colonnade was a pretty good draw. It's kind of nice that I'm M7 out of double bolt range. They already played one bolt. I'm surprised they keep in Pyromancer Ascensions. I feel like maybe they would hedge against Rest in Peace. But maybe they have too many bad cards. I guess they board out the gut shots. Gut shots are pretty bad. Uh-oh. That's always scary. Could be a comeback. Oh, they have double bolt too? Jeez. Well, I guess I'm gonna lose. They're gonna need to get really unlucky to lose this game, I feel. I don't know, I feel like they're a favorite right now. Yeah, I'll lose. Or did it all go wrong? Not countering the explosives, I guess. That was brutal. I mean, one of the reasons why I let the explosive result, I didn't even sure they would have Ascension in the deck, but I guess it's too good when it works to not have in the deck. Oh well. Punt. Ah, that's brutal. 10 push-ups before I forget. Alright, so let's see. Maybe Negate's better than Dispel. Dispel's nice to save the angels. Like, Angel as Dispel backup is nice. Negate counters explosives, Ascension. Maybe Spell Snare is loose. Counters Manamorphose, Ascension. Counters explosives for 2. Counters Thing in the Ice. I like Spell Snare. I guess I lost this game because I just didn't draw a Planeswalker or an Angel earlier. I think the way I sideboarded is fine. Dispel versus Negate is kind of sketchy. I guess I did draw a Planeswalker. I drew Gideon. More like Stainswalker. Ugh. I'm gonna keep. I should probably mulligan. I make bad keeps sometimes. If I had to Rest in Peace, it'd be a snap keep. I don't even have Rest in Peace. I want to dispel that, slowed him down. What else am I dispelling? Bolts and stuff. Kind of want to. I don't know. I'm gonna buy some time, I guess. They probably have another Manamorphose. Getting a Teferi. Getting a Teferi in play before they get anything going. That's kind of nice. Nice. In the ice. I don't care that much, right? I mean, I guess it is gonna flip next turn. No, I do care. I'm an idiot. So I get to save double path in case I have like a crazy double Phoenix hand. Hey Johnny, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I did that to follow, the little follow gif. I figure it was cool too. I don't know. I had become like a snob. I'm like, no, follow's not good enough to show off on stream. But then I was watching other people's stream. You know, I think it was like maybe Andrea's stream and a bunch of others that had the follow animation still. And I was like, oh, it's cool. I had delusions of grandeur. I was like, there's going to be so many follows, it's going to spam the stream. But then I was like, oh, you don't have to make a 30-second GIF for every follow. You could just like, force, you know, a few seconds to acknowledge your new followers. It doesn't have to be full-blown the bonfire theme or the yellowhat song. I never really got back to you about the poker thing, but I'm just like so, you know, so out of poker right now that I don't know. I didn't, yeah. No, the yellowhat song's not gone. Just need someone to sub to play it. Wink, wink. They already drew, oh wow, they drew their 4 basics actually. I think Eli's version only plays 4 basics. That's unlucky. Their draw's just so bad. Just so unlucky on so many levels. Hopefully I don't lose. Ooh, Pyromancer. I don't think Eli had Pyromancer in his version. That's spicy. Oh, spicy meatball. Bolt Teferi. Little do they know I have another Teferi. You have 2 cards in hand. Looting in the yard. Explosives on 2. Let's see. I guess I should fetch first. I'm gonna fetch anyways. Okay, do that. I plus on one of the tokens. And I path young P. Diddy end of my turn, I think. They need a Phoenix ASAP. What matchup is Chalice of the Void good in? Chalice for 1 is really good against Tron. Sometimes it's too slow, obviously, but if the game goes a bit long, they draw so many dead cards if you have Chalice for 1. Good against KCI, good against this deck. Can be good against blue-white, depending on what you care about. It's just, yeah, maybe Chalice just underplayed sideboard card. The problem is most decks, the problem is that like if Chalice is good in your sideboard, if Chalice for 1 is like, you know, doesn't stop you from playing spells, it means you're probably already playing Chalice in your main deck, just because it's, you know, Chalice for 1's kind of busted. So that's why I don't think you see it very often in sideboards. Alright, they have 0 cards in hand, and Colonnade blinks their entire board. So I think the play is just plus on Phoenix and say go, but then I'll let them draw stuff. Or I could just chase Brainstorm. Or I could chase Plus, actually. Oh, wow. Chat? It's time. I think it's time. I think it's time for Jace Plus. The rare. Rejoice, chat. Jace got plus 2'd. A rare occurrence on the Yellowhat stream. See? I Jace Plus and I instantly win the game. You gotta know your timings. Wow, look at that. We just farmed. I say we farmed the 0-1 bracket, but we played against a bunch of good players too. That's kind of funny. We had like some tough matchups.